Hello and welcome to M Special. This is a place where I deliberate and you have the final say. I am a Biafran agitating for Biafra freedom, hoping and believing that God Almighty, who is the creator of everyone and the universe, will grant us the favor to reclaim our nation Biafra from Nigeria. I say hi to my subscribers and my viewers. I hope we are all doing well. Happy weekend to all of you. Very great welcome to my new subscribers. I say may God bless each and every one of you and bless me too. I hope we are all keeping distance, obeying the law, and keeping ourselves safe using our number 6. For this time that we are in, our number 6 is very important. Do not forget, before you are created, God has equipped you to protect yourself before you wait for His own protection. So, and that equipment you have, that ability you have is here. Ability to reason, ability to think, ability to take wise and better decisions for you and for your family, especially this very time that we are in. Today, I am calling on all that are watching my videos, or those that have not subscribed to my channel, or those that are today is their first time of seeing my face or coming across my channel, to please do subscribe to M Special. Your subscription tells me that somebody is watching somewhere, and what I am doing is adding value to our society. I want to talk about the Hungarian journalists' resignations. I find it very interesting to share this news because from where I am coming as African, our greatest problem is a problem of taking the blame or standing our ground or speaking out for the truth, especially in our places of works and in our decision making. We as Africans has greatly failed in that level, and that is why we are seen all over the world as a lamb for sacrifice. That is why all over the world we are being neglected as people that are nobody, when we are the real people in the planet Earth. We have it all in every level, at every capacity, but the way we have allowed ourselves to be has been the greatest predicament that we are as a race and a people. Most of our politicians has taken the part of supporting anybody that paid the bid. So far they have the money in their accounts. They don't even care where the account will be. They forgot that their own land is where their pride and their proud is. Many of us as women, we choose to change our colors because we think by doing so, as an African woman, we will be accepted into the new society. Not knowing that those things are saying by ourselves, speaking that we reject ourselves. And when you reject yourself, who then are you expecting to accept you? That is why I find this news very, very interesting. Come along with me, let's deliberate it together. And do not forget to bring your comments. Do not forget to share. Do not also forget to put on your notification bell after subscribing to my channel, so that whenever I upload a video, you'll be among the first to see it. Let's go to Hungary and see what the journalists did there today. It's a Hungarian journalists resign en masse after claims of political interference. Firing of editor-in-chief at Hungary's biggest independent news outlet sparks protests. The editorial board and dozens of journalists at Hungary's biggest independent news outlet have resigned 2 days after its editor-in-chief was fired, amid claims of political interference. More than 70 of roughly 90 editorial staff at index.hu, including all the desk editors, walked out of the newsroom on Friday after submitting their resignations in the wake of Szabolcs Dul's dismissal early this week. A red line was crossed, said Deputy Editor Veronica Monk of the decision to resign. The departing journalists published an open letter on the outlet's website in Hungarian and English. The editorial board deemed that the conditions for independent operation are no longer in place and have initiated the termination of their employment, it said. Monk, who has worked for the outlet for 18 years, since while still a student, said many journalists were in tears as they left the newsroom for the last time on Friday. Index was considered a major independent outlet in Hungary, which is ranked the second worst country in EU for media freedom by Reporters Without Borders. During the past decades of rule by the far-right Prime Minister Viktor Orbán, the media landscape has gradually contracted as numerous outlets were bought out by pro-government figures. I find this news very interesting because as an African, the major problem we have is people in position taking a stand when the needs occurs, whether in politics or in public services or even in private organizations. We as Africans hardly take a stand. And that has brought us to the predicament of unfairness that we are into all around the world, including in our own continent and countries in Africa. So I am congratulating the Hungarian journalists. As you all can see, they say that Hungary, according to this news, is rated the worst in EU country. But the journalists did this. But today in Africa, we had our journalists being bought by Chinese, and they are doing the beats of Chinese, despite what we are all suffering in Africa, despite the undeveloped life that we are living, despite the inhuman treatments that we are getting from our political classes as citizens of Africa. Our journalists, the African journalists, do travel out. They know what life is supposed to be for Africans. They are not naive of these truths, but majority of them today has taken their work as journalists in the same way the politicians see politics. They have politicized their positions. Instead of using their intellectual ability to save their own people, they have chosen the path to take money, pocket money, and allow the enemy to have their ways. They hardly report the truth, like Nigeria, for example, Channel Television our television that I once respected, today they are the one reporting all the lies coming from the presidential villa. Today we don't hear NTA anymore. They're supposed to be private channel television, but today they are in the forefront of reporting all lies that are coming out from Asarok in Abuja. The same for many African countries. A lot of us, and many that has grown through the social media and are known and are speaking out for Africa, like Dr. Mumbisho. At times, if she has a tour in Africa, she will be blocked by fellow African journalists because their masters that are paying their salaries have ordered them to do so. And they block their own sister in her own house, in her own continent. We are being treated unfairly outside, and when we come inside, we are being used to exploit ourselves. When are we going to get it right, Africa? When will the political class of Africa and the journalists of Africa get it right for the good and well-being of their own people, for their own people in their own continent? If we think that as Africans, Black Lives Matters is going to make our head or our shoulder rise up anywhere we are or find ourselves, whether in the Caribbean or in America, we are lying to ourselves. Because the truth remains, we must wake up to put on our true identity and to defend our identity and to stand for who we are and to be proud of who we are and to embrace what we have and then build on what we have. Tell me what you think about this video. Tell me what you think about Africa if you are an African. Tell me what you think. Let us come together. Let us reason together. I must not forget to say here that in as much as a lot of these journalists and politicians has been bought by foreigners to lots also are standing for Africa. There are many journalists today in Africa, different countries of Africa, in jail or has been killed just for speaking up for the poor citizens of their country or for speaking out to make and to contribute through their own work to make their own country a better place. The same also has happened to African politicians. Few of them that are standing for Africa. We can see that the enemies never let them live long. They are being eliminated, they are being targeted, they are being mapped out as people or goats to be slaughtered at will when the chance comes. Unless we rise up to speak in unanimous as a people, collectively, this destroy us. But when we stand as people, when we come together and reason one, we will win the enemy. Because together we win. When we go together, they have no targets. When we go individually, the target is very easy. So let us rise as Africans and move and march forward in unity to embrace and grow on what we have. Thank you and God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend.